Hi, dudes.
Weird Science.
Weird Science.
That is
Science
one weird fucking movie.
Real sick, demented shit. You'd love it.
Like, weirder than I remember. How old are you when you write these things? Because it seems like you're writing for like you're 15.
I wanted to breathe. I wanted to aerobicize.
You know, like how are you accessing this kind of thing? You know, you got a couple of dweebs. We want a girl, so let's make one.
Of it, brain of a dead man, waiting to live again in a body I made.
You know, it's not a bad idea. Making a girl.
So they're like doing the whole on the computer thing, and then they wire it up to a doll. And I think at first it's just because they're just having fun. But then he hooks it up to like the modem. They did that ambiguous power shortage thing like they did in Christmas Vacation, where it's like he's putting
with
up the lights and he's like nuclear, you know, lightning storm happening in the house.
Oh yeah.
And then it shoots down, and then she just magically appears out of like the, you know, the window. I mean the door jam. I'm like, what? And she kind of walks through that. After they feed that machine all the pictures of things they want.
Yeah. They're creating her. Yeah, they're creating her from
Einstein. And I want her to look like this and whatever.
I forgot about that part.
But the thing is like when they were looking at her jugs, they made them like they were trying to figure out the jugs and like right. And then she comes out and it's Kelly LeBrock. And it's funny because my daughter was watching it and she's only like 13, and she's like, "Wait, she doesn't have big boobs like they said," like, which is an honest, you know, like, what do you call that?
An assessment, I guess.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. So she's like,
yeah, because she's expecting a kid when you're that young too. You're like, okay, it's going to be just like these guys.
No, I mean, she was hot, but it's like she's like pretty flat chested to some extent.
Didn't she marry Steven Seagal, right?
Yeah.
Would you like a little pussy, JD? Just a little bitty pussy. Look what I've got here. Besides, you've got so much to live for. Please wake up.
And the first thing you want to do is take a shower with her.
What would you little maniacs like to do first?
She's kind of willing to do anything.
She's a slut. Bong.
Yeah, so because
they own her.
It's almost like you're my masters.
They own you? Control you? Seriously.
So she's like totally naked, and she's like, "You guys need to loosen up." And they're still like in their like shorts and.
You guys had better loosen up.
Underwear, shoes on,
the
and stuff.
one kid, the other kid, he actually kisses her in the movie for real.
Yeah.
Anthony Michael Hall didn't get to kiss her though.
Well, then in the car they
He
were kissing a little bit, but that was a real kind of a cringe moment where she's outside and she's with this kid. He's 15, and she's supposed to be 22, and she's just like starts kind of macking out on him.
Yeah, she
and then
did.
She'd pull away and she'd say something else, and she'd start kissing him some more. And I don't know that they didn't go all the way because they sort of like woke up the next day and. You know, they were in bed, or she was downstairs cooking, or whatever. So
yeah, I would say he probably did.
I don't know if he hit it or not, but...
She's a slut. Bong.
Let's just say he did. He deserved it. He put a lot of work into making her.
Well, first they go out on the town, which is a weird scene, because they end up like at a club, but it's almost like the Blue Oyster Club equivalent of a blues bar.
That's
right. Like it's kind of goofy.
When Anthony Michael Hall's acting all hip and stuff. He's like, yo, brother.
I was insane for this crazy little 8th grade bitch.
Hey man, let me tell you something about this girl. Man, I'm telling you for real, man. The guy's like, what are you talking about? He says, he's drive talking the whole thing.
Yeah, drive talking.
For whatever reason. It's not racist or anything.
Yeah.
And he's like, and I got my heart tramped on by some girl in 8th grade. And it's like, what? No, I'm telling you for true. He's like, she was 8 years old and she had these big old titties. She didn't have to worry about titties for the rest of her life.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He did see that.
And what did it to me was these big titties she had. For a 13-year-old girl, man, she wouldn't have to worry about no titties for the rest of her life, boy. You know, she was set and she was looking good, son.
Oh, man. And then everyone's like sympathizing with him, like, no way, man, no way. But the thing is, he keeps up that whole ruse, too, all the way, like, they're in the car.
Yes, and
he's still
he's
doing
like,
it.
he's drunk still doing
he's still in the back seat going, oh, man.
Yeah.
He's like,
Well, my nuts are halfway up my ass, but other than that, I'm perfect.
Jive talking his way.
I forgot about that scene.
But then Chuck comes in and he's a total douche.
Dude, buttwad.
Right, kind of this wannabe army dude.
Hey, what are big brothers for? See you upstairs.
Oh yeah.
What's his name?
Who played
Bill
Paxton? Yes.
So
whose brother was it? It was
that was the
other
kid's
guy's brother.
whatever.
Yeah,
I looked him up. He hadn't done much. That kid.
he talks like this the whole movie. Yeah,
So you got Bill Paxton, who's always
early Bill Paxton role too.
when he's young, man. You know the thing is too is it was interesting. Is he goes like he sees Kelly LeBrock, I think in bed or whatever. He's like, "I'll be back." I'm like, "I'll be back." He was in Terminator. He was in the opening scene of Terminator. Yeah, where Arnold Schwarzenegger says, "I'll be back."
Oh yeah.
I was like,
Huh?
that was one of his early low key roles where he was just when Schwarzenegger first comes up and he gets
Is he a punk? He's a punk, right?
He's a punk.
Yeah. Damn.
And they're like
that's
all
right,
playing
that is
around
him.
the telescope. They're like,
What the fuck? I forgot that was him in that movie. Yeah.
So that was him. Then she wants to have a party, right? And she takes them out shopping, and they get the big old '80s glam going on. And then they go to the mall, and that's where like everyone's at the party.
Hi.
And then Kelly Brock notices that their self-esteem still isn't where it needs to be. So then she wishes like that biker gang to come in. Remember?
Oh, yes.
And all of a sudden the biker gang comes crashing through the window.
Yes.
And they're like terrorizing everybody. And those two guys.
Why is it
like,
always that a cliche in movies, right?
Yeah,
Biker dudes
biker
are
dudes,
douchebags.
yeah. And it's the same. I think it's the same dude who played in Commando. The bad guy in Commando.
Oh,
He's
with
also
the little
that
shirt.
weird mesh shirt.
Yeah, you know, quick funny part about that mesh shirt is that he actually wasn't supposed to be the
Yeah, it
villain.
wasn't supposed to be him.
Yeah, and then that was the outfit they made for the original guy,
Yeah.
and then he just like, hey, you have to wear this, dude. We spent money making it.
He's like, yeah, I'll do this movie.
Yeah.
He's like, I
With
gotta
his
wear
nipples
this.
Stuck me into the chains.
Plus, he hadn't worked out. He was like all flabby.
He was, dude. He had no business wearing that fucking shirt.
He had like no arms or
He had
anything.
nothing.
Like, I always thought that. I'm like, what is this
It
guy
was-
doing in this movie?
Yeah, he just did not. It wasn't worthy of wearing that
So,
shirt.
how much
Nobody
power
should have worn
did
that
the
shirt.
wardrobe department have over with that production? Like,
Yeah.
we're not making another shirt.
Exactly,
All
yeah.
right.
Dude. The budget is tapped
Yeah.
out here, man.
Let's get that guy.
You know
from
what it
Weird
took
Science.
to get Radon Chong in this thing? You know what I mean? They were like,
That's
we're
where, all
tapped.
the, that's where all the money
Yeah,
went.
we're tapped out,
That's where
dude.
all the money went.
Arnold already took a pay cut.
Anthony Hall has to step up and tell the guy to get out of the house.
You don't come into my friend's house with your friends driving your motorbikes all over his floors.
At the end, when Chet was made into, I don't know what he was, like a big turd.
This isn't funny, you stupid bitch!
Sorry.
Yeah.
You know, he's got like pus coming out the side of his
Yeah.
thing, all kind of nasty and all
Yeah.
that. So, there's a lot of good little nuggets in that one.
What are you doing here?
Jerry was just taking a shit.
Have you ever wondered how sad it is that your son's only sexual outlet is tossing off to magazines in the bathroom? Oh, Gary!
What the fuck? But I don't know. You know, I watch it and I go, yeah, this makes a lot of sense for this time because it's nasty and it's sexist.
It's kind of what
it's
studios
racist.
wanted at the time, right?
It's like all those great cis that at the end of the movie they're putting things back together before the parents come home and which kind of reminds me of Cat in the Hat. So halfway through this thing, I'm like, is this just a modern day version of Cat in the Hat? You know, where the cat comes around to the two kids and he totally turns everything they're doing upside down with the parents are on.
Yeah.
You know, and they're like, oh my god, we can't be doing this because
Yeah,
my
you're
mom's
right.
going to kill me. And we're like, you need to loosen up. Now go bang Kelly
Yeah.
LeBrock.
Yeah, exactly.
So it was kind of rhymed there for a second. You got to loosen up. Go keep banging Kelly LeBrock.
Yeah.
So that's a cat. That's a Dr. Seuss thing right there. That's
Yeah.
the whole premise. Is
Yes,
cat
the whole
comes
premise.
around and he turns the whole house upside down with
Yes.
his kids, you know. And,
My daughter liked that movie when she was young, and I always thought it was a little creepy.
and at the
that
end, he
movie.
puts it all back together.
I wasn't a fan
you
of
know.
that one, though. I don't
No,
know.
no.
For some reason, I
But
just thought it
I
was
was
a little over the
watching Weird
top.
Science. I'm like, this is Cat in the Hat, and she's definitely the cat.
Yeah.
You know, and then she puts the whole house back together.
That's
again
a good way to look at it, though, yeah.
before the parents come home, and then she's got like, you take the Porsche, you take the Ferrari, and they take those girls back to their house where they both kind of have a makeout session with the girls. And I'm thinking, yeah, this is going to last more than 10 hours. Because then those girls still have to come back to the guys they were. They don't get to keep the Ferrari.
Exactly.
Right?
They don't.
So it's like, okay, this is but again, it's just a fun ending, and you just take for granted that they'll live happily ever after.
Exactly.
When you get older and you get jaded like I am, you're like, they ain't never going to make it. They're not going to make it.
Yeah, right.
She's out of his league.
Like
that even matters, right? But
it is a classic film, though.
It's classic. Great
It is.
music.
John Hughes made great movies.
Weird science.